All right, so we're gonna go. We're gonna go into our Knockies, our Knockies,
Our Knockies.
our
So,
2021, the
Our
2021
2021 awards. So this is Knock 'em Out the Box.
year-end
All right.
awards
So they have the
2021.
Grammys, they have the Oscars.
Mm-hmm.
There's the Tonys, right? From
Yeah.
Broadway. There's the
What?
the cable
The Cable Ace Awards,
the Cable Ace
Blockbuster
Awards,
Award.
the Blockbuster. We have the Knockies. All right.
Yes.
So this is our illustrious.
It's so stupid. So stupid. Look, fighter of the year. Be mad. The Cinnamon Don, Canelo Alvarez.
That's it.
As we said earlier on our pound for pound list, we don't understand how you could not have that. Tell us why, so we can tell you why you're wrong.
Why you're wrong. Write us.
Right.
keotbboxing@gmail.com. keotbboxing@gmail.com.
The Knockie for fight of the year. Juan Francisco Estrada versus Chocolatito 2. The rematch.
That was fight of the year, folks. Knockie fight of the year.
Look, I have a couple. I don't know if you want to call them
honorable mentions.
Honorable mentions.
Little Knockies.
Little Knockies.
Little Knockies.
Look, I think Cool Boy Steph, Brandon Figueroa was high level stuff, man.
That was a great fight.
I loved that fight. I have a little problem because of its
connection to Philadelphia.
No.
Oh,
I'm saying another honorable mention. You know, the sheer the vastness of Fury Wilder 3. You know, bunch of knockdowns, heavyweights.
Well,
lineal title on the line.
Our Knockies cover that fight.
Indeed. I'm just saying these are things that if people have them, you know, everyone else, people don't have the Knockies.
They don't have.
We do.
They don't have the Knockies, bro.
Ours is Juan Francisco Estrada versus Chocolatito 2, and we'll be talking about what may be happening with that coming up later in the show.
Hey, the Knockie for knockout of the year,
yes,
goes to Oscar Valdez versus Miguel Berchelt. That was a flatline face plant.
Yes.
What an incredible, you guys Google that one, YouTube that one if you didn't see it. I hope if you tune into this show, you got to be into boxing, and I hope you saw that fight and saw that knockout. I thought Berchelt was going to stretch Valdez. He looked like a monster at the weigh-in, and Valdez turned tables on him and scored a beautiful knockout.
I believe we both picked Berchelt, but again, my memory is not what it used to be. I'd like to give an honorable mention. I can't believe I'm about to do this. I just really can't.
Go ahead.
Gabriel Rosado versus Beck Bully.
It was a good
another
knockout.
Flat line face first.
It's a good knockout.
Beck Bully, a highly touted, I'll call him a prospect, not a contender. We'll see how he bounces back from that, but just a brutal knockout.
Could be. It's a career changing knockout.
Yes. Upset of the year. The Gnocchi goes to George Kambosos. Split decision victory over Teofimo Lopez, even though you and I have no fucking idea how that was a split decision.
That was a UD all the way, but they scored it the way they scored it, so we can only call it the way that they scored it.
You and I both picked Teofimo Lopez by late. I predicted a late round stoppage. I don't remember what you did, but we both had Teofimo Lopez. Honorable mention, little known. I don't know about little known, maybe little known over here. Kiko Martinez. Over Kid Galahad.
Yes.
Honorable mention.
It's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
It's an honorable mention. certainly that also could be that could also be a candidate for knockout of the year.
Sure.
And by the way, Kiko Martinez, we got to check what's in his water bottle.
A little bit.
A little bit. There might be a little juice in his cup.
A little bit.
Go next up is the Knockie for comeback fighter of the year. We talked about him earlier. He snuck in to number 10 on our pound for pound list, and it is the award. The Knockie goes to Nonito Donaire. 2 big victories, both by KO, setting up a potential rematch with Inoue, the monster. Great for Nonito. We love him. He's an old man in terms of boxing. He's an older man in terms of the weight class he fights in.
He basically he's Bernard Hopkins for that weight class.
Sure. And he's got more class in that little 118-pound body than probably the rest of the sport. This guy is an incredible, seems like an incredible person, an incredible fighter. And it's been a privilege. I can't believe it. It's been 20 years since this guy's, we've been really.
We talked about when he starts Darchini, and I looked it up, and I remember it being
15 years ago.
Oh, Maron on me.
Oh, Maron.
I wanted to say something about Nonito Donaire. We didn't touch on it earlier.
15 fucking years.
We don't have to.
He should get a Knockie for that. Yeah, lifetime achievement
award.
We're gonna have to come out. We're gonna have to come out with a Knockie for the lifetime. He's starching Darchini in a 22. What was that, a 118, 122? Yeah, we're gonna have a nice bust for him, a Knockie bust,
right?
And it'll say, congratulations, the first annual lifetime achievement Knockie.
Look, there's just an aside here. We didn't touch on it on the pound for pound thing. There's people that have had a problem with Errol Spence not being on our top 10. In my opinion, it's why Donaire snuck in. I don't know if that's who snuck in, because it is because of me. It is on my end how Donaire snuck in there because of Spence.
My end.
Let's just explain why. There's inactivity and there's quality of opponent. Danny Garcia, who's done nothing at 47 at all.
Right. And he's never moved out of the division. And that's it. Again,
that was almost 2 years ago, I think.
Right.
The fight before that.
He also been inactive.
Fight, that's what I mean. 24 months, 20-some months. Yeah. So that's what it is, man.
We're throwing you at the Lambo.
Yep.
Oops.
Yep.
He did that to himself.
Yep. All right, moving on.
The Knockie
for event of the year. I mentioned it in possible honorable mention for fight of the year, but the event of the year was absolutely Tyson Fury, Deontay Wilder 3.
What a great big build up, lots of
shit talking.
Yeah. We liked it. There was some mystery there. Not to the great Vinnie and your co-host here, Brendan. We didn't have any. There was no mystery, but a lot of people thought Wilder with the new trainer was going to come with a new style, but hey, he scored a couple of knockdowns.
Fair play, knocked him down twice.
Yep. Made it interesting. Fury ended it for him. So moving on.
Yeah. Prospect of the year. The real big baby, as he calls himself. Do we know factually that that's a jab?
I don't know.
At Big Baby Miller?
If your entire nickname is basically what we talked about before, trolling, I may have to carve out a Knockie for that.
Sure.
Alone. Like shit talker of the year, troll of the year. Jared Anderson, I'm hoping we get another special American heavyweight to put some eyeballs on our favorite sport.
Look, man, the optics are there. He does everything well. The fluidity is there, which you do not see in the heavyweight division. No, recently, I'm not talking about
Yeah,
historically. Of
the
course, they were
confidence
great.
is there.
Yeah,
The pageantry is there. He wears a fur coat already.
yeah,
I like that. I think our heavyweight champions, in the vein of Max Baer, in the vein of Jim Jeffries, in the vein of Jack Johnson, I want our American heavyweights to be an arrogant, cocky guy.
yeah. Of course.
Historically, so I love it. I'm all for it. I'm here for it. One of the things I love about boxing is the pageantry, and this kid Anderson seems to get it.
Yeah, he does. He gets
Right.
absolutely perfect
So
way to put.
he's a showman.
I have a couple
And
names to add on there.
some honorable Knockie mentions.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys to look
I
for.
really like this kid Brandon Lee.
I
We'll
do
see
like
what he
Brandon
does in 2022. I like Xander Zayas.
Yes.
Some of the luster of Berlanga, with him getting dropped and the invincibility aura, has wavered. I'm not saying he's still not a, prospect at all. I'm just saying, I'll tell you, man, someone who people are not talking about from Philly, Nahir Albright. Look, I think he might be special.
Nahir Albright,
So
folks. Check him out.
yeah, from Philly. Speaking of Philly, let's talk about our rising star, our Knockie for Rising Star. We've been fawning over this guy since the show started.
Yeah, I'm almost a little embarrassed about
yeah.
how high I speak of this guy.
Yeah, well, there's these waves that come in. They're usually typically 3 or 4 year waves, and it was like
he has me most excited about the sport. He has me most excited about the future of the sport. He's in, of course, a lot of people's favorite division. I don't necessarily have a favorite division, but people seem to be drawn to the welterweights. And it's the Knockie for Rising Star. And had we done this show last year, he would have been our prospect of the year.
Yeah.
But he's now a rising star. And I'm going to go out on a limb. I think I said this earlier in the show. I actually think he's the best welterweight. Totally unproven. So you guys don't have to write me, DM me, or get mad at me.
We spoke about that. If not the last episode, maybe after his last fight. And I said to you, look, man, we spoke on this specific topic, not just boots, but to our eyes, this guy might get in there and beat Spence and Bud. And he might be the best.
He's so good. He's going to have problems getting fights. He's so good that people are going to duck him. He's so good that promoters.
I think as we speak and talking about boots in 2022, I think it's going to be very hard for him. I don't know how
he may have a tough year professionally.
Yep. Yeah, because there's those guys that have to Marvin Hagler it and just keep getting rid of who they put in front of you. Getting rid of who puts in front of you.
So I think hey guys, write us in at keotbboxing at gmail.com, especially guys, if you are a boxing insider. Here is my casual take on Boots Ennis. Just make 4 fights next year in 2022. It doesn't matter who they are. Look spectacular. Get your name in the public's mouth. Have everybody talking about how great you look. They don't really care. You and I talked about spectacular knockouts with Mike Tyson. If Boots finishes people in spectacular fashion a few times next year, it's the most beautiful formula in boxing to then, for lack of a better term, put people in a corner and not allow them to avoid you anymore. The next and most important Knockie that we have. All right. This is and
you're an idiot, you know that?
I created this Knockie specifically for my brother, for my friend, and for my co-host, and for my text messaging sparring partner. Because by the way, we probably send each other the most horrible shit. If you read our text message, you wouldn't think we're friends. Broadcaster / analyst of the year, The Knockie in 2021 goes to the one and only Vinnie Paz.
It's ridiculous.
Hey,
It's ridiculous.
Vince specific. We
It's very
coined
hu-
that term this
It's very,
year.
it's all very hurtful.
Vince Stradamus. Why is this hurtful?
Mhm.
I'm giving you a fucking award.
Yeah.
Why is this hurtful?
It made me laugh out loud.
I'm giving you an award here.
You're right. That part.
This is a
That part.
fucking this is real deal shit. What do you mean? This comes from the heart. This is like a fucking love letter here. All right.
Right. And it's something.
Hey, you were more
It's-
accurate than everybody in every publication that's out there. I haven't
Mm-hmm.
researched that statement, but I gotta be close.
All right. Right.
You've
Indeed.
been getting hate DMs from your friends in boxing. Not necessarily hate DMs, but hey, maybe this guy does this, and boom, who's been right?
Mhm.
You. All right. So I just want you to pat yourself on the back. Enjoy this Knockie and what comes with it.
This
hope it's-
Knockie is for
I
all
hope
the
it-
people out there. Do I do an acceptance speech
Yeah.
or not?
Yeah. Go ahead.
I accept this Knockie on behalf.
I can't see it. I'm giving you the old salute.
You gave me a salute.
Boom. I'm gonna pour
You and
myself
this
a
Irish
drink.
Billy are half drunk.
I'm full drunk.
I was gonna say half.
Woo!
Who says half?
Billy's been
I,
drinking since 2 for this show.
Well, he has.
And you know what? Billy gets the Knockie for drunk producer of the year. It's a very specific Knockie.
It is. It's
Okay,
very
finish your
specific.
finish your
Honored.
speech.
I accept this Knockie on behalf of all the great Paisan fighters in the history, from Willie Pep to Carmen Basilio to Graziano, all the way up to the late great Arturo Gatti. This one's for you guys, this Knockie.
A salute. Chendan.
And Don Broccoli Rob, Basta Chuck.
Oh shit. Well,
Ah,
that's it,
all
guys.
right.
Those are the first annual Knockies. The knock 'em out the box Knockies.